So Josie and I being business partners for almost a year now.
Yep.
What advice do you have for us as two successful? Because, a lot of times, I remember specifically before Karma Vita came to be, somebody telling me, never have a business partner. Never. I don't care how close you are to them. I don't care who it is in your life. Never have a business partner. And I'm not one to, I take everything with a grain of salt, but that has stuck in my head so much. I don't think in a healthy way. But I do think it takes the right combination of people to work well together. We had Hannah and Caroline a couple weeks ago speak to it a little bit, but do you have any great advice or how do you guys, navigate not only being business partners, but being sisters and maintaining those relationships in a healthy manner?
That's a good question.
It's a very good question. I think the biggest thing is being dependable. I do think, if Amanda tells me she's going to do something, I know she's going to do it. Check back in or... Right. And I think we've even had that conversation before. I'm like, she does completely different stuff than me. Yeah. I just know at the end of the year she's going to show me the books and everything's going to be wonderful.
Taxes are just going to be done.
You take it for granted, but I think that the biggest thing is to just do what you're going to do.
Know your role, maybe a little
bit.
Know
your role, but also just do what you say you're going to do and just support the other person with, it sounds kind of corny, but positivity, just being there for them. Because, I went through a horrible year with, the insurance part of our business this year. It was terrible. 2024 was not good.
A good year in insurance. We did, but for me on the business side of it, actually, bigger picture and books, it looked really good. 2024 looks like a good year on my side, but I know what she went through and I tried to support her in every way I could.
And even at that, when did we change the payroll and all that stuff?
Just over a year ago.
So she had that and it did nothing to me, right? She was having to navigate that and the different reports and filings, all the things that all of a sudden she was having to do.
Benefits and all that fun stuff.
All I did was
So just know that someone's going to be working on something that's going to take a little bit more, and then it's probably going to flow to the other side, and just being okay with that, right?
Exactly. And being aware enough to know that, right now I may be really bogged down and living her life, but it's going to change, too. There's times that she's really bogged down, and I'm just trying to be how you doing? It's, but be conscious of that as business partners, that if that's not true, then obviously you have stuff to talk about. Mm-hmm. But I think Jess nailed it. But it took us a long time, too, to really fall into our roles. Because there was a long time there when we first took over the agency, again, unplanned, so that added in a whole nother craziness. But it took us a long time to admit, I maybe don't like doing that job. She likes it. So why do I feel like I have to do everything? Why does she feel like she has to do everything? If you trust each other, it's okay to have your roles and know enough to support them, but stay out of it too.
Yep.
And there are, I'm still learning that on some things where I would send her email after email after email, how does this look? Does this look good? Should I submit this? Are you okay with this? And I'm like, she doesn't care. Just get your job done. It's the truth is she doesn't care. She's gonna say it's good. I do not need to bother her with this.
2 emails.
Yes, but it's in a good way. She trusts me, so accept that trust, and just.
How long did that take you? Because you said it took a while. What's a while?
Honestly, I think we're still learning in
some
ways.
Yes, but I would say even the last.
We've been business partners since 2007.
Yep.
I'd say it took a good 5 years of us both thinking we needed to know everything. Yeah. And then kind of realizing we couldn't handle doing all that. It just wasn't possible. But I'd say the last maybe, 5 years?
Yeah.
And much
cleaner lines. Go to Amanda for that. And that's the other thing that's hard. Small business and family business, we're very, very close with our staff. And so they're going to come to whoever's in their office, or they're going to come to who they're better friends with, or whatever. And it's no, talk to Amanda about that. Talk to Jess about that. We've had to really draw a line with our staff too. Know the lane and don't try to muddle it by like asking me stuff that she's supposed to answer.
Right.
Because that usually doesn't go well.
And a lot of time if we have frustrations because they're not going to the person they should be, when you really track it back, it's because, well, I answered the question when they came last time and asked me about an policy. And so I kind of had to do that, like, okay, just because I probably know the answer to this one, hold off, send, they're not doing it to be annoying. It's because it worked last time. Of course they're going to come back.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a constant learning. I mean, with the stuff we have going on right now with acquiring another agency, I've really tried to take most of it, but it's gonna fairly soon here. There's going to be a whole section of it that she's going to have to handle. But rather than CC her on all of the 4,000 emails up to this point, I'm like, no, she doesn't. I have to tell her a couple. That out.
We talk enough. We talk enough. It all comes out.
By trying to.
We talk every day.
Pretty much.
And when we don't, it's kind of weird. Like if one of us is just really busy outside of work, sometimes we don't. And then it feels
Does that
strange.
happen organically, or do you try to set some time aside? Or is
no, it's just totally when
it just happens. There'll even be times if it's been like 2 days since I've talked to her, I'll just call her and I'm like, hey.
Everything good?
And it turns into a 2-hour conversation. But, like, I'm not actually calling for anything, but what's going on?
And the thing is, like, people have asked us all the time, do you keep personal and this? Like, absolutely not. Yeah. It is, like, 100% intertwined. Christmas, something is going to come up about the office, and we're not going to get mad about it. We're going to, it's our life. Like, your eyeballs deep in it all the time, so.
But again, it's how we grew up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You talked business at the dinner table, and that was not frowned upon, and you hear people say you never talk business at the dinner table, and it's like, well, when do you talk about it then?
Yeah.
So, not that you plan to, but if it comes up, and again, with my husband in it too, and then, every dad who still has some ownership in it, and
I can't imagine not sitting down at Thanksgiving dinner and not talking about ranching. Right. Like, that's just going to happen.
Right.
And it's no different. It's no different. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to sit down and talk about what you're doing and what's on your mind? Well, it's business.
Right?
It's not always, but sometimes.
Pretty often.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form, right?
Exactly. And, just yesterday, Jess's whole family was up at our house, and the kids were all playing, and we were going through resumes in the kitchen. But we also talked about a ton of other fun stuff, too, and we're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the best part is when we, skip subjects and stuff and just start talking, and it's pretty rare that we have to ask each other what's going on.
We keep up perfect. Our husband, Wade is pretty good. Tyler is lost in the forest. Like, we changed the topic, and he's just like, what are we talking about now? I'm like,
but it happens a lot when we hang out with people, in a social setting even. We'll have to, try to rein it in some, because we're 4 conversations in. No, we're not talking about that anymore.
All the time.
Brains are just kind of connected. There was that game. What was the one where I can't remember the name of it now. Where you have to give clues and they have to guess the word.
Taboo? No.
It was something, it was just like that.
Yeah.
It was just like that. It was called something else. But anyways, we played that at a Christmas party years and years ago. And I mean, people would just sit there, they're watching us like, what the heck? Because you'd be say the first thing that came to your mind and it would have nothing to do with the word, and you guess, and we were flying through that game, just kicking everyone's butts, and they're all looking at us like, you have to be cheating. How did you get that name from that random clue that didn't make sense? And it's like, I mean, something happened 15 years ago and triggered that thought. We just got it.
That's funny.
What do you guys do for rest? What do you guys do to?
I have found that. Honestly, we always say, I love traveling. Don't do it enough, obviously, but as my kids are getting older too, I'm like, okay, a solid week in the winter or whatever. And, I have been much better about disconnecting when I'm on vacation. Not completely. I still probably work every morning for a half hour, but it's my one time when I don't feel guilty actually not responding to everything as it comes in and stuff. I've tried hard, and I think both of us kind of got burnt out when we had kids and you were trying to half-ass everything, as I say. I was half-assing my job, half-assing motherhood, nursing a kid while I'm trying to process things on the computer. Like, it was ridiculous.
And kids with us to work.
All the time.
Yeah.
And, and I look back and I'm like, I didn't have to do it. But no one had told me, like, specifically, you don't have to do that. Like, it's okay to take maternity leave. And
we set unreasonable expectations for ourselves.
So that kind of burnt me out. And now I'm like, okay, when I do something fun, I try to disconnect a little bit.
And to tell other people.
Yeah, that is true. We have been harping on our office too. Like, take a week and don't.
If you're on vacation, like, the expectations are not there. If it makes you feel better to look at your emails and see what you have and forward the important stuff, do it. That stresses you out, don't do it. Yep. And everyone handles it differently. Like I said, I'm getting better about checking out, but it would stress me out more not to look at my emails.
Correct. That's what
And so I've gotten better about not doing it obsessively when I'm out of the office, but in realizing what other people's expectations are. I used to totally think that when a customer emailed me, like, they are just going to be angry if I don't respond in 10 minutes. And it's like, no one expects that. If it's an emergency, there are 15 more people at the office they can call. It's the expectations we put on ourselves. And I think, like Jeff, before we had kids, we put very unreasonable work expectations on ourselves. And then kids were the reality check. And then we still, it took a long time to learn. It really did. Owen first, he just came to work with me every day until we could get daycare. And I seriously tell people now, I'm like, people talk about taking your kid to work being the best thing ever. And maybe for some people it is. But I would literally take this kid to work and you spend all day trying to keep him happy and quiet so he doesn't disrupt anyone else. And then I would send him home with my husband and work all night to actually work. Like, it was, in hindsight, it was so not the right thing, but I felt like I let someone down if I wasn't there. But again, they didn't put that on me. I put that on me. And each one was different, but I don't think any of us really nailed maybe by Addison you finally took a maternity leave.
Better, but I will say one thing, like, when you say even resting, like, I think I was pregnant with Addison when I started seeing you. Like, and it wasn't like super regularly. But and then it was Addison was a baby when I started seeing you. And like, both of you two, I have committed for many years to seeing you regularly. And it's some me time. It's actually on my calendar. You know what I mean? Like, I don't usually bump it. It's like, I book it a month ahead of time and I'm going to show up. So, to me, some of that is like, I'm not real good at just resting on my own accord. So I have to like schedule it.
I think, and you're not alone in that. There's a lot of that, right?
When Jess said seeing you and you.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to clarify because she's saying she takes time for herself. In her case, she gets services done at Karma Vita. She gets chiropractic care and other things, I'm guessing, from Josie.
Chiropractic.
All things. And I always tell my clients this. Of course, I want you to come see me in my business, but more importantly is finding the thing, to put in your calendar. Whether it's I should be looking directly at you, right?
I'm thinking about it through all this,
but I think it doesn't matter what it is. If it's coffee with yourself or with a girlfriend, if it's a massage, if it's a pedicure, if it's
a walk, a committed, like you walk every morning or whatever.
Going to sit at the zoo and stare at the animal. It doesn't matter really what it is, but you should have something in your calendar for yourself once a month. I am a big believer in that. So
we take care. You guys are both helpers. I know that. If we get into the Enneagrams a bit, a little bit more in one. I can't remember how your guys' numbers align.
Yeah, I think helper is my 1 and helper is your 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we flip flop.
We're like the same numbers. We're just
driven. What is
achiever?
Achiever. Like, I'm a helper achiever and she's an achiever helper.
Okay.
Or something.
So close. So anyway, you're giving all the time, right? So there's something to be said about letting somebody else take care of you. Now, I know we have husbands and things, that do the things.
We have great husbands.
You guys have great husbands. I know
That's why when you talk about the husband being the like taking care of you and a relaxer, and I'm like, what?
I feel like there's a different kind of.
I should say my husband would be like, here's a gift certificate, go see that. Which is still a very nice, trying to take care of you. Yes.
Yeah. So just being that you know that you don't have to reciprocate.
That is
right. Like somebody that
right
you don't like pay for it. I guess that's reciprocating. It is. It's energy exchange. But in your mind, you can just be like, this and it's just for me. Right? Mm-hmm. It's okay to be a taker sometimes, right? Mm-hmm. Or whatever you want to call it. A receiver. It's just a receiver. That's all it is. Yeah.
And as Andy pointed out, I'm terrible about it's hard in a small town because we don't have those services available there. And when I have to drive 2 hours to do self-care, it's not always relaxing. So it always sounds like a great idea.
Right.
And then the day comes and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to leave work an hour early to get there. And then you relax and it's great. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I'm an hour from home and the kids are going to get off the bus in 45 minutes. And you're right back to that.
I have a room in Hasel now.
I did not know that. Huh? It's actually not any closer, but it's like 5 miles.
Probably not that much.
That's down.
Well, I just wanted to throw that plug in.
I did not know that. I did not know that, though. That's actually very interesting.
Well, if you're ever in that area.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And there's always other things
to
do.
I get
and just being more conscious of it. I mean, that's the other thing is so often I say I can't plan that far ahead because I feel so bad when I have to cancel something. I canceled a doozy last week and I felt horrible. But it's like, it seems like it's just always like that. And so when self-care becomes more stressful than self-care, I'm like, no, I'm not done.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy doing it. And I do other things. I've gotten much better about just saying, like, in the middle of the day sometimes, even just a long lunch or in the morning. There's times I have Wade take the kids to school, and I literally just sit in my house. And sometimes I'm even cleaning it, but it's quiet. Mm-hmm. And I'm just doing something that makes me feel better. Sometimes I just sit there and read a book, and it might be a half hour. But
that's perfect.
Just been better about just some silence. I've realized how much chaos just really over time.
Well, and it's easy to say, go to the spa. I think back to when I was a working mother and had small children, younger children. I couldn't go to the spa. I mean, I didn't have the, it's easy to say, make the time, right? It's easy to say that, but it's much easier to take that half hour alone in your house than it is to book a spa day.
And hope that the time works with everybody.
Right.
And,
time still works like 3 weeks.
Yeah. I totally get it. So that's why I think it's just important to pick something that's important. We've talked about meditating, and again, that's such a word that intimidates people, but it's about that moment of silence, right? And just taking it to a different space. So that's good.
And you wasn't impressed that I couldn't look at bingo cards without trying to look for patterns in the I told her, I have this bingo. I'm staring at these cards that I'm seeing, like, what's the probability that B15 would be in the same spot on 3 out of 6 cards?
Oh, my gosh.
And she's like, you need to meditate. Like, I know.
She's like, I am. I'm looking at patterns.
I was so out on that.
But I also think, the first time I said it to you, you were because I think it's like how do you choose, right? What's more important to your body, right? Because we're told, you got to go for a walk. You got to hit the treadmill in the morning. You got to yoga. You got to stretch. You've got to do all these things. But sometimes I think our bodies need that. Our bodies and our minds need the rest more than they need the treadmill, or it's, right. You do 3 days on the treadmill and maybe 2 days meditating, and you start to just change that mindset of like that go, go, go. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we need to not go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just being in tune with yourself and realizing more as I get older, and I would think most people do, but just focusing more on, do I actually want to do that, or do I think I should want to do that? Right. If it's going somewhere or doing a certain thing. But I mean, one thing I've just really come to terms with, and even just the last year, is clutter stresses me out. And we have a lot of clutter. I have 3 kids. We have the offices. My desk is usually a mess. There's always something on the couch and the dining room table and whatever. And so it sounds counterproductive, but sometimes when I'm really stressed out, I just clean. And I don't like cleaning. It's not the process of it. It's that the next time I walk into that room, I'm just like, you know. And it took me, I was 40 before I realized how much I knew I was, you know, maybe easier to anger or whatever it would be. A long time to pinpoint what it was.
You have a house cleaner? Have you ever thought about it?
I do. I have someone that comes once a week and does the floors and the toilets, and that is like amazing. You know?
I would say the best thing about having a house cleaner is the fact that the entire family is responsible to pick up the house
before they come.
Before the house cleaner comes. And she comes every 2 weeks. Yeah. And so it's like, okay, everyone get their piles put away and, you know, bedrooms picked up a little bit, and it's not on me. Everyone's responsible. And then when you come home and the house smells good.
See, I've been fighting this battle we've been in the house for 7 years now, so I've been fighting this battle for 7 years. But, like, I tell her, you do not go in any of the kids' areas. That might be a controversial thing, but I'm like, I'm paying you. You can clean up after me. Yeah. They want to leave you some money, you can clean up after them. But that's not actually an option. But the thing is, like, you clean your own. You have to learn to clean your own. You have to learn to keep your stuff picked up. Yes. And so there are times I go into my kids' rooms and I'm like, I can't breathe. It's just, they feel, I have 2 horribly messy kids and one that is like the most organized. And I guarantee you know which ones are which.
Yes. Yeah. Got it.
I think I might even know.
I bet you can.
I do.
Yeah.
But, I won't call any of them out because my messy ones, they do try. But I see how much better they feel too when it's clean. And so it's like, you have to learn that skill because I can tell you feel better when it's this way. So I can't send you off to college not knowing you're going to feel better for this. So I'm the mean mom, but not allowed to clean up their stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Our cleaning lady doesn't go in the kids' rooms. Same thing. The bathroom does scare me. I clean it before she gets there.
Oh, the kids' bathroom is horrendous. I should pay her double because she does do the bathroom that they use.
The toothpaste! Like, why is there toothpaste everywhere?
Right.
Like, anyway.
That's really bad. My goodness.
It took me forever to figure out. I got our whole family once I discovered electric toothbrushes, like, whenever, a long time ago. But, like, how much better they clean your teeth. Everyone got an electric toothbrush. Well, apparently this was years and years ago, the kids were little, you have to tell them to turn it off when they take it out. Yeah. So, there is, like, but it took me so long, I'm like, how is this happening? And finally you see one kid brushing their teeth, and they pull it out of their mouth still going, it's just spraying everywhere, and you're like, oh. The things you forget you have to teach people.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
What's one thing people might not know about you?
I feel like I'm an open book and people maybe even know more than they want to know about me, but
I know a lot.
I'm very competitive.
I think everyone
knows that.
I think you're like biology and chemistry stuff would be something.
Yeah, kind of science. Yeah. That's what Josie and I bonded over cell biology. What was it?
Yeah, human bio is what I had for a degree. What did you have?
Well, human biology. Chemistry minor. But what was the book that we loved?
Biology of Belief.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're like, okay, we get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's at a cellular level.
And why we're believing what we're believing. Like, it's different.
I mean, they're like,
I know. Can I listen to it? I might get something out of it that way, but I would not read it. No, I'm a numbers person when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like, I really still enjoy law. Thought a long time about being a lawyer, and I don't regret not doing it because I don't know that I would have loved the career, but I still really am intrigued by it and like learning about it. But numbers, I love number games. I just love numbers. It's a puzzle thing. I don't know that that's something people want to know about me. I don't know what people know about me, Jess.
I don't know. I love everything about you.
Oh.
I love random knowledge too, like podcasts. Like I listen to Joe Rogan all the time because I'm like, oh, what random person is he going to have on, and what am I going to learn today? Like, and sometimes it's pointless, and sometimes I just have to go tell everyone what I learned.
Exactly. We like to text each other podcasts a lot. Yeah. Something about
you're deaf in one ear.
Yeah, Jess is deaf in one ear.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Is that people Some
I
people
doubt most people know that, but yeah, if you
They do if they sit on your wrong side.
Yeah.
right.
Like, why is she ignoring me?
Yeah. You know, I read a lot of lips. That was horrible during COVID.
Oh,
I will say
yeah.
I really feel for disabled people that struggle with that, because I will never forget the time I almost started crying while ordering lunch for the office at Nova. We're going through, and the lady's trying to ask me different toppings, and I'm like,
Oh man.
I can't hear anything you're saying, and I can't see your lips. And now I'm just panicking. And I remember I held up my phone with all the notes of what everyone wanted. And I was like, wow, this is what it's like to be disconnected. And that is hard.
Yeah. Well, to one of my kids asked you the other day, Auntie, which ones are good to your kid? But when you know it's one thing, I mean,
Yeah.
She can hear great, or told on great, never hear great.
Right.
I always have kind of made fun of her and my dad for that.
Yeah.
Before she was deaf in one ear, I gave her a hard time because she did this right here, this,
But
just the nodding and smiling. And I'm like, you don't have any clue what I just said, do you? No, but I can ask again. Keep saying what? It's okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty much an open book. I don't know that I have anything crazy that people don't know about me. I'm sure there are. Maybe there's a reason people don't know.
I was going to say, I know lots of secrets. I don't think we need to talk about them on the podcast.
Yeah, I don't know.
Both of
Met
you
my
guys,
husband at the insurance convention.
Oh, there's a
There's one. And yeah, my mom had him picked out for me before I ever met him. So he was hired as the assistant director of the professional insurance agency, a professional organization, right out of college. And I was coming home from Concordia for summer break, and they were having their convention. And so I stopped by to say hi to my mom. You have to meet this guy.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
He's so nice. He's really smart. He graduated from Mary in 3.5 years, and all. I mean, she had this whole bio of him, and I'm like, all right. And yeah, we ended up hitting it off. That was the day we met, and we, dated off and on and stuff. When my mom hired him, we were actually not dating anymore. So anyway,
What the heck?
I just like to tell
I
people he
didn't
just
realize
couldn't
that.
stay away from me. So,
Right.
so yeah, that's an odd tidbit.
You guys both like to travel, I know. Where's your favorite place you've ever been?
together probably when we went to St. Thomas.
Yes.
We were young, and that was our first time we went to some place cool by ourselves. But we've been to a lot of places, and
But we did an island hopping thing in St. Thomas. We got on this boat. I mean, when you're young and naive and you're like, why not? Let's get on a boat with strangers and go island hopping. And it was absolutely incredible. We went to all the U.S. and British Virgin Islands. They just did stops at each one. You'd snorkel at one, have lunch at one, whatever. It was an all-day thing, and yeah, we had a blast. That's still my favorite thing I've done on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you could never replicate it now. I could never be that
That
way
was
back
just-
again.
Right.
We were 20 and 24, or maybe not. No, we wouldn't have been that old. I think we were 18 and 22.
yeah, it was pretty young.
Yeah.
London. I think London was one of my favorite trips with you, me, and Mom.
Yeah.
Our mom took us a lot of places, and our dad didn't want to travel. His famous line is, "I'd rather buy a cow." So
And he did.
Dad would buy a cow. Mom would take her girls on trips.
But we didn't start. I mean, the first time we went on one, I think I was 7th or 8th grade.
I
And it
was 16 the first time I was on a plane, and then after that, kind of
It was
made it a more
mostly,
regular thing.
yeah, we went some cool places. A lot of them were business related.
Yeah.
Where you'd either win a trip or have a meeting or whatever.
Sure.
And so, yeah, but she would take us with her, and a lot of really good memories from that. Favorite place? I love the Caribbean. We're going to the Bahamas together for the first time ever in a couple months. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that. My family went a couple of years ago, and it was absolutely awesome. But I just love a good beach and some clear water. I really don't
Yeah.
care where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that my kids just assume that they're going to vacation with their cousins. It's awesome. As soon as I told the girls that I had booked our trip to the Bahamas, is Emmy coming? Is Evan coming? And I'm like, yes, we'll all be there. And I think that's so fun.
It is fun. It is fun. One of my absolute favorite places in the world is the Pink Shell on Fort Myers Beach. And they got hit by a hurricane, and we haven't been back since, but we need to get back because they rebuilt and everything. But it's one of those places where, it's fun. It's cool. I mean, but it's like, I think we've been bigger and more glamorous places, but we have so many good family memories there. Stab and Susan have come there with us, and Jess's family, and whatever. So it's like the feeling you get when you think about it.
Tell your spot.
Exactly.
It's always nice to have that spot. Arizona is kind of your spot. I feel like so far anyway.
Right.
It's like I just feel at home there.
Yeah.
I haven't found mine yet. Black Hills doesn't count because I grew up there. So I am off to go find it.
I was going to say, I think you're going to find it.
You're going to have some opportunities.
Yeah, we'll have some opportunities to find a spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a great way to wrap up.
Sure. Yeah.
So thank you again, Jessica and Amanda with Cottingham Insurance. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Guys,
Yeah, thank you for having us.
very easy
It's quite
to
the honor.
chat with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Fun way to spend the morning.
Yeah.
Are you in a better space?
I feel much better.
Awesome.
Way better. Something like talking about fun stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Until
I always
next
feel
time.
better after seeing both of you, so that's not a surprise.
We love you too.